The Dallas Mavericks, and that's by head coach Rick Carlisle. And Dallas getting some
just the numbers he did on the court, but all the things he did off the court, introducing, really opening up China basketball.
Well, you can see Dallas here. Schroeder inserted into the starting lineup for the Thunder. So the Thunder do get Gallinari back as that first shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It worked, and it is serving the Thunder very well right now.
Boy, Porzingis slips his way to Oklahoma City. The Thunder have won 5 consecutive games, putting that winning streak on the line. Adams down low, and nice 50 pass from SGA.
Controlled the defense with the basketball, and Shai had those eagle eyes that time.
Adams was held scoreless in Minneapolis as Porzingis rips the corner. Such a talented young player. Drives right at the rim and scores despite Adams somehow Dort got enough of the body on him.
Oh, he pulled the chair in front of him.
Dort again loads up on the 3 and he knocks it down. And look, as he had 3 threes in the last 2 games, as Hardaway Jr. quickly answers back with a 3 of his own on the wing. Gallinari gathers, walks the 3, and got the 3 to tie things at 12 here in defense. Thunder had the matchup. Now the lob and Noel. This time it's Gallinari and Nerlin 8. Team is shooting at over 50%. Really impressive stuff. As Curry on the step back, as Dallas had really. As Wright trying to sidestep Diallo. Missed the initial shot. Curry catches, launches, and he's got 2 in a row from base.
That's a nice guess, but I'm going to tell it to you in a minute.
Kleber. It's from deep.
Even if you're late, you got to make them think you're going to get there.
Boy, and SGA got locked inside by Kleber. Now Doncic tracked down from behind, but he's able to play through the. You took out draft pick.
Absolutely. It's just, and you would have to give up a first round pick.
Burton on the hard drive and spin, but Baisley, Diallo, Burton. Schroeder, the hard drive as he blew right by Jackson for the finish inside.
One another, which is something that Billy Donovan has talked about since training camp.
Another 3, and Tim Hardaway Jr. We'll go flying to Sacramento. You, Mike, you buying us all dinner tomorrow night?
No.
Once we get to Sacramento, going to the steakhouse?
I didn't realize that was what the celebration was about.
Just bring your credit card.
Oh, is it on me? Oh, fish. Come on.
Brunson was left open and drills a 3. Schroeder finds a slashing Diallo. Nice drive as he went right at Porzingis.
I don't know. I cannot confirm nor deny that.
Near turnover. Brunson outside to Jackson, and the 3s just continue to fly for Dallas.
To pick up that loose change off the floor. The ball came bouncing out of there. Going to the right hands for Dallas.
Schroeder corner 3 as he got that one over Brunson, getting much momentum. Brunson that time was closed out on the Thunder, trying to close off Porzingis. Diallo trying to make something happen. Now Baisley recognizing the shot clock winding down, puts up the 3 on the step back over Jackson, and it rattles home.
Hello, that's something new. I like that. Fake like they're going to drive, step back into the 3.
And Dallas quickly back down the floor on the Brunson up, but teams quickly trying to score before the Thunder able to set up the offense. As Diallo did not box out DeLon Wright, and that leads.
That far removed from retiring. A lot of these guys in the league played against him. A lot of these guys in the league admired him.
Right. Boy, that swatted away by Nerlens Noel. As he's made an impact, now the dive by Barno elevates and detonates at the rim. He can get up in a tight space.
He can get up quickly, too. He's had a couple of those already.
Porzingis banks it in. Got it. Trying to drive on Baisley. No. And DeLon Wright's got his 3rd tip. Ford making his 5th consecutive start. In the absence of Terrence Ferguson, Brunson got down low. Just steps back. And Doncic now maxed up on Noel. Wants to drive. The kick out. And the Kleber 3 is good. Germany. Just one of the many good 3-point shooters on this Dallas team. Burton hasn't been afraid to shoot on the night. And he's able to respond with a 2. Have had some looks at the rim, just have not been able to finish. Now Doncic way out of control, and another tip in. This time it's hard.
He got hammered.
Gallo dumps it down. Nice pass. And the foul for Nerlens Noel.
See that officials, and I like to give them credit when they allow that to happen too.
Doncic, a series of moves, finally was able to spring free. He got no. Doncic, again, same matchup, different side of the floor. This time steps back for three, and he's got back-to-back buckets. SGA looking for a screen, and the three. That is good. And Doncic wants the screen from Porzingis. Got it, but Schroeder able to recover defensively. Step back, high, rainbow three, and he rains it in. Well, Mike, the Thunder have had opportunities on offense, and you just can't give Curry the airspace to take that shot.
No hand in his face. He's doing him a favor.
Adams, boy, had to step there and get it third quarter.
Now, you know there's Tinker Air Force Base, one of the largest maintenance Air Force Base in the country. As Porzingis knocks down a three, Adams does a good job of
shoot threes.
Well, you got to extend yourself out there, especially if they're making those.
And the Thunder get one from the drive. Instead, outside the Doncic, now matched up on Adams. Step back. Boy, he saw one go down just like that in the first half. Adams trying to save it out of bounds. SJ, nice pass inside, and Dort's got the finish at the rim.
Moving the basketball around as well.
Curry this time wants to drive and had it denied. Keep driving to the rim in the half court. Even though you got Porzingis there, we've seen the Thunder try to get out on the run off misses, but that time
you gotta get that ball when it gets deflected like that. Go get it.
And Adams scores it up and in over Porzingis. Basketball on both ends, then he can get right back in it. SGA spots up and splashes home that three
to step back and go pick up that loose change.
The ball is tapped out. Shooter on the backdoor cut. Great play as this time it's Adams. A couple of international players, Gallinari and Doncic. Schroeder! Another three for the Thunder. They're pressuring the basketball. Doncic for three. Curry got the shot off the backboard, no good. Hardaway, and it's now 5 in a row for Dallas. So it's Thunder trying to move with alacrity there. Doncic, why not?
Once again, you go into that screen. Absolutely. And it's such an outpour of love and support for him.
And Noel with the denial on that.
It's probably uncomfortable.
SGA stops on a dime and banks it home.
Big bucket, too. You get that stop.
But it's DeLon Wright who is wide.
Just spreading the floor. Ball never went below the three-point line.
Gallinari a three, and Noel's going to send it up the floor to Schroeder. He wants a transition three. That is good. And Schroeder with that. Well, Diallo hasn't been
He's able to do that and still get free throws.
Burton in the game, trying to get that step. How about the finish with the right hand? Off on the three. Cleaver the rebound. Doncic again the closeout. Brunson inside Jackson. Boy, the ball movement.
The basket. Well, you've been rewarded two shots.
And another finish. That time by Tim Hardaway, and Billy Donovan does
wraparound pass by Adams to drop that right in his lap.
Brunson stops, pops, and he's got good touch.
You're doing a good job. You just got to continue to make, plays to the basket and finish those little chippies.
You just cannot give them airspace.
In that same respect.
Thunder have to make a move here offensively. Diallo hangs in the air long enough.
And I like the fact that you were pushing that pace, but it just wasn't there.
Paisley dumps it off. Burton went up for another slam. Had to adjust it on the night, providing a boost for the Thunder without Chris Paul. And Brunson able to come right back and push the lead.
I had to pick up some stuff for my daughter. Got to go in there, folks. It's a beautiful shot.
They give you a request list of things. Back, great defense. But how many offensive rebounds does DeLon Wright have on the night? As he catches that pass and finishes off the possession with the three.
Make that play. He didn't even look at it. Official didn't want to have nothing to do with it. And I just don't understand the inconsistency of that call.
And yeah, the big difference between game 1 and game 2 between these two teams. Hardaway Jr. trying to make it 19 and does. Muscala open for 3 from the corner. That one drops in. Takes deficit down to 5 in 2 minutes in the third. Question is, can they do it here in the fourth? As DeLon Wright follow-ups off misses. As Gallo puts the spin on. The Thunder make a push here with 4 minutes to go, down by 13. Adams, boy, nice move. That one finally rolls in. Right, been a problem all night long. Sends it over to Kleber. He wants to drive, and Kleber in the final 2 and change.
Oh, man, it's closing time now. You can't trade buckets.
Doncic floats it up and got the bounce. Too strong. So these two teams will meet again, but not until the very end of the season as Gallinari. He provided a punch off the bench. 11 points, had the block, as the Thunder were without Chris Paul on the night, out for personal reasons. And so